Adam Hill, Heidi, Fang here, covering thecage.com in New York City, right across from Madison Square Garden. It is UFC 217, a big fight card here in New York. 3 title fights on the card. Let's run through them, give our picks for those 3 fights, and let's start with the women's strawweight fight. Joanna Jędrzejczyk looking to tie Ronda Rousey's record for consecutive title defenses. Rosen, a young, very talented fighter. Who do you got in this one? Joanna, a pretty big favorite at -$4. A lot of people expecting her to win. Do you?
I do. And as much as I think Rose is a viable contender, and I do think that she can present a lot of problems for Joanna, I'm not going to make this an easy fight for her, but I do think that she does take this fight, especially because fights start on the feet, and that's where Joanna reigns.
Yeah, the jab is going to be the difference in this fight. I'm pretty sure Joanna has been able to control everyone with her jab. I think she does it again against Rose. Now, Rose does have some of those spectacular finishes that she's capable of. We've seen her pull off some very athletic moves in the past. That is her path to victory. If she can do something crazy, she could beat Joanna. But I think if it's a straight-up fight and there's not, anything out of the ordinary that goes on, Joanna should control the fight and win. Next fight up as far as the title fights go, Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw. We've been waiting for this one for a long time. The bantamweight title fight. Former champ versus current champ. Former friend versus former friend. Former training partner. We've seen a lot between them. Now they're finally fighting. Who do you got in this one?
This one was extremely tough for me to pick because I love the power that Cody has, and it's undeniable. But I think he's coming into this one highly emotional, whereas TJ looks cool as a cucumber. And I think that he's going to go in there and really delegate a smart game plan, and I think he will be able to control this fight and have a lot more discipline there in the cage, and I think that's going to make a lot of difference for him.
I might be with you if I hadn't seen Cody Garbrandt fight very emotional against Dominic Cruz, and then he stepped in the cage and he was very calm and ready to go and stuck to his game plan. So I think he's been through this before as far as dealing with emotions and channeling that in the right way. He's got so much power. TJ Dillashaw, we know, is good, but they know each other's games very well, and I think the power wins out. Cody Garbrandt, I think, takes that one, which leads us to the return of George St. Pierre, one of the greatest fighters of all time, former welterweight champion, 4 years out of the cage. He's coming back to fight Michael Bisping. It's basically a pick-em, so I guess you just have to pick the winner in this one. Not really a chance where you can just pick an underdog and hope to get the good value. Who wins this fight? It's a big middleweight title fight.
Bisping will retain, in my opinion. I think he's bigger than GSP, obviously, just in size, and also the fact that he's really just been active is going to play into his favor. And I think George might come out having a feeling out process and rust, whereas Bisping can take full advantage of that time where he's hesitant or trying to feel his way out around the cage and get his old grooves back.
I think we'll go opposite on this one, too. I'm going to take George St. Pierre to shake off the rust, to come out, execute his game plan. He is so good at getting takedowns. Michael Bisping has been better at the takedown defense of late, but he's still got that in his past where he's had issues with that. I think George St. Pierre knows what he's doing in there. I think he's been training even though he hasn't been fighting, and I just think until we see George St. Pierre actually lose a fight, even though it's been 4 years, I'm going to ride with George in that title fight to take the middleweight title. Well, that'll do it for our picks. Big fight card, as we said, UFC 217, Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. Keep it here, coveringthecage.com. Everything you need to know about the card, the previews, the results. At Heidi Fang, at Adam Hill, OVRJ. Follow us, and we will talk to you soon.